Hey guys, so I had asked you all in a previous video if you wanted to talk about sleep, but this is going to be about so much more than that. But are you getting enough sleep? And if you are not, I would not be surprised because I have not been getting enough sleep for months and months and months. The world is collapsing all around us, and there is so much going on, and it feels like it gets worse every single day. And the root cause of this problem is the division amongst us all. We are human beings. We are never going to agree on everything. Everybody has their own opinion about things, but can we have a different opinion than someone else and not want to kill each other or wish the person dead? I mean, I have very complex beliefs, okay? They're sort of all over the place. I don't fit neatly into a category. I'm not left, I'm not right. I'm somewhere in the middle because I like and can see points from both sides. And I have changed my opinion about a lot of things over the years. I think we do get wiser as we get older. We start to realize a lot of things that maybe we didn't see or feel when we were younger. And I am very afraid for the future, for future generations, because there is so much hate and there is no respect for other people's opinions. No, if you don't believe the way this person believes, you're just wrong. Okay? That's what the way a lot of people feel. And I completely disagree with that. I think we have to respect that someone else may have a different opinion than you. And all this violence and murder and anarchy is not the way to go, you guys. We need to come together as a people and a planet and work together and, open your heart and your mind and realize that we are all different and have different opinions. And if we continue down this road that we are on, it's going to be the destruction of civilization as we know it. And then the only people that will be left are the people that are the strongest physically and the people with the most weapons. And is that really what you want? I don't think that's what most people want. I'm sure that there is a fraction of people out there that want that, but is that really going to make you happy? Um, that you have total dominion and control over all the people and the resources out there? Power corrupts, absolutely. It's not going to make you happy. You might think that's what you want, but I think if you had it and lived that way, you would realize that, civilization, a civilized civilization, is a much better one. Um, if you look at the most intelligent people on the planet, they are the ones that make things work, make things better. I mean, do we really want to go back to prehistoric times where everything was like brute force and warring with each other and fighting? And yeah, we need to advance as a civilization, not go back to the way things were before. I was going to talk about sleep, I swear. Um, but really, I can sum up the sleep issue very easily. I think most people are bothered by a lot of everything that is going on right now. It's creating stress, it's creating division amongst us, and it's making people on edge. Have you noticed the way people drive now? No one has any patience. No one has any courtesy. It's like, me first, you wait. I'm going to pull my car out. I don't care if you're coming towards me. I'm going to pull out. You know, people cut me off and pull out in front of me all day, every day. At one point I was like, I don't even want to drive anymore. But you kind of have to, unless you live in a huge city with a lot of transportation options, then you kind of have to. And even if you do live in a big city with a lot of transportation options, how safe do you feel on those now? You know, since that girl got murdered on the train or the subway or whatever she was on, I don't think a lot of people feel comfortable taking public transportation after seeing that video, you know? And so I feel like most of us feel safer in our own car, you know, with the doors locked. I don't know. I don't know what the solution is, you guys, but people's eyes have to be opened. We have to come together as a people and have respect for other people's opinions and not try to force our views on everybody else and say, oh, I'm right and you're wrong. And no, we need to try to work together and find a middle ground. That's where I feel like I stand, is on a middle ground. I weep for our future, you guys. I weep for the next generation and the generation after that one, because they're so full of hatred. And I know a lot of that stems from the fact that everything is so expensive. And I think a lot of people are just so desperate that they're just stealing what they need because they can't afford to buy it. But that's not the solution either. You know, we need to figure out a way for people to be able to have what they need and not have to commit to a life of crime to get it. And it's getting to that point, you know, that people can't pay their bills anymore. Then they start using their credit card, and then you reach a point where you can't put any more on the credit card. So then what do? I mean, people that have children, you know, it's got to be extra hard because daycare is expensive and programs are being cut all the time to help people. And I don't know. We've got to find a way. We've got to find a way to stop all this violence and have some respect for the fact that somebody else may have a different opinion than you. It's okay to have a different opinion, but not when it involves killing somebody. I saw a video on social media yesterday where this mother was like teaching her children to hate people and wish them dead. And I was like, why would you do that to a child? You know, their minds are like sponges and they are going to form those opinions that early on in life. And do you want your kids to end up in prison? I mean, why would you do that? I don't know what's wrong with people, but we need to give peace a chance. All we are saying is give peace a chance. Remember that? See, I grew up in a different time, you guys. When I was in high school, it was like the end of the hippie culture, and it was like, you know, make love, not war, and everything. And I still think that that is really the only way to go. You know, we need to love each other, not kill each other, okay? I think I'm going to have to change the name of this video because it was going to be about sleep, but it's obviously become something totally different. But I love you all. I don't care if you have a different political affiliation than I do. I don't care if you have a different opinion than me. Let's take makeup as an example. You know, you might think this makeup is ugly, and I'm not even sure I like it, to be honest with you, but I have the right to do it however I want to. It's makeup. It's not really that important in the scheme of things. So, you know, don't leave a comment saying, "Oh, your makeup is ugly. You're supposed to be a makeup guru." This is art, you guys. It's not supposed to be serious or conform to a certain standard. Okay? It's just fun. It's just playing with color, really, is all it is. So, next time you think about leaving a horrible comment on somebody's video, think twice. You know, that person is not a piece of cardboard or a piece of steel. They have feelings, you know. Why do you want to hurt people with your words? Does that make you feel better? Remember that Boy George song? Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? Let's have respect for the fact that there are certain people out there that are trying to make videos and make some entertainment for you. And, you know, there's an old saying, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything. Or if you have a bad thought towards somebody, keep it to yourself. We don't need to just be spewing hatred all the time, okay? All right, I think I've made my point, and I think a lot of you probably agree with me. So let's all love each other, not hate each other, and kill each other, okay? Bye, guys.